Stretch. Pain is illusion. Are you having trouble on how to do your ambient light, your mood, and you want to do that beautiful ambient, that background with a character, a scene happening, but you're like, oh my light doesn't look real, it doesn't look believable, and you're like, where am I doing that mistake? How can I keep looking at those tutorials? How can I keep doing this, doing that, and I'm never getting to my result? So today you're going to get a tutorial on how to do ambient light, mood light. Let's go, leave a like, subscribe, whoosh! First things first, this part we are going to draw a scene, a normal scene. It's going to be a very simple scene because I'm going to show you guys how to change the mood with only one scene. But loads of moods, okay? Loads of them. When you are doing ambient light, when you are doing a scene, you have the option, if you're not feeling that secure, to start by black and white scene, start drawing only the levels, and then you can start coloring to make it like a more bluish tone or more warm tone. You can choose this later, or you can already start with colors. You already choose a palette of colors as a reference and it's going to guide you into that direction. I prefer already planning ahead what you're going to get into your scene. So when you are drawing the details, when you are drawing all the things that you need to draw, it's going to be much easier. Remember, the less things you got inside of your head happening at the same time, much clearer vision you got about what you're going to draw and what you're going to do about it. So right now I'll be drawing a scene and I'll be showing 4 different ambient lights to do on it. And not only that, I'll be showing the modes, not only of layers but also of brushes that I use to make this light effects amazing and everything. Because if you're drawing only on one layer, it will be very difficult to already get the right passage between colors, you know. It's going to be difficult. Nobody's born as a pro artist like, hey, I already know how to draw on this color, passing to this one and with this one, with this reflection and rotating it. No, we don't know this when we are beginning. So it's better to only go and use those modes if you can and if you want to, of course. Save time, duplicate that thing, rotate, do smaller, stretch, put it randomly, that's it. right now I have done a basic sketch, a basic scene, a composition for you to understand better where we are going to choose the light to come from and where the light's going to hit. First of all, we need to understand there is the light that is going to hit directly into a specific point, and there's the light that is just going to diffuse and hit everything, just like in my room right now. The light's hitting everything, and everything's been hit by the light, and everything's been hitting, and light is everywhere. So not only that, we also need to choose what is the mood that I want with my painting. What is the thing that I want to get with my painting? Do I want to show something peaceful? Do I want to show something horror, Do I want to show something romantic? Do I want to show something comic? You need to have that mood in your mind already before starting. Remember, everything that you want to draw, it starts in the mind and ends in the hand. So first thing that I'm going to do right now, I'm going to choose a light coming from midday sun, and there's going to pass some light through the treetop and some not. Let's see how it's going to be, okay? First of all, I have all the things here in one layer. I'm going to create a new layer on Color Dodge. Color Dodge is an excellent type of effect. Already talking about it. I'm going to choose a lot the mode Color Dodge, Soft Light, maybe a little bit of Color Burn, and Screen, okay? These 4 modes are the ones that I'm most going to use. Maybe a little bit of overlay, maybe a little bit of Color Dodge add. It's about you always testing what you're doing and see if it's improving or making it worse. Remember, Ctrl Z is right there to help you. That's going to be hit with a strong, warm light that's coming upwards. If we are adding light, there are places that are going to have shadows. That's right, that's correct. So whenever we are doing light, we're gonna have places with shadows. Remember, you just added light. It's obligatory for you to add shadows. Only if you're doing some kind of crazy cartoon style. There are parts here that are a strange color. It's not working how it should be. You're gonna notice that there are some effects that are like, hey, it's feeling a little bit cringy, it's feeling a little bit creepy. I don't like this color that I'm getting. And that's the moment that you need to rotate your hue, change how strong is your opacity, and also try to see another effect in this order, okay? First of all, you try to lower your opacity. If it didn't work, you try to rotate your hue. Remember rainbow? Try to rotate between the rainbow to see a color that works the best. And if it still did not work, try a different effect until you get it. If you feel that your artwork, by some reason, like, oh, these colors are too saturated, they're too strong, and I don't know what is happening, but it's too strong, what do I do, Gabs? I'm gonna show you right now. You create a new layer above everything, go into color. It can be saturation too, I prefer to choose color. Pick a dead color from your background and start painting it in the strong places. And gonna become less saturated. It's going to remove all of that strength that it got. Now we have just done the middle day light, just coming the sun right there through the tree and everything. So much shining and glowing and everything. That was amazing. But now we are going to the total opposite. We are going to nighttime. People struggle with that a lot. So if you struggle with that, let's pay attention because we can do it. Any questions, just tell me. Let's go. Now I'm going to create a new layer of color dodge. With a more stronger blue. And we more highlighted the face, you know? What I did to not need to change the opacity of the multiply layer is to already do in a bright tone. People tend to, oh, multiply, I'm going to put black. No, try to see the middle here. People don't explore a lot the middle. This middle right here that I'm showing on screen. Moonlight, cold tones. You are not going to do moonlight, warm tones, only if you get one of those red moons. The moonlight's not that strong, but if you want to do it in those cartoons, you can do strong like this. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. Let me see here. Exposure. Ah, my eye. If you really want to do it a little bit more like fantasy, here I just open my exposure. I click it here and click on exposure. You just gotta put your exposure bright. So everything keeps bright, even though it's night. I normally talk more about realism, but if you want to do a night scene in bright, there you go. In steps, the night, when I get my base colors, everything's too bright. So the first thing, I'm going to take it down, make all the colors darker and more cold. Here, I did it. Second thing, I'm going to add a layer of color dodge. Focus it on the face of the tiger because that's my main focal point. And since the tree is here, the top of the tree is here, the face of the tiger is going to receive more light, especially from the sky. Using a blue, a little bit into purple light, I just painted all this area, especially tiger face, with a big brush. I have not used it as a small brush, no small brushes. And then I add a layer of screen to show more the light coming from the sky, in this case the moon. And also a little bit from the fireflies, yeah, that thing. And after that, I added a little bit of exposure. If you want to make your scene look more magical and bright and everything. And now we are going to, heck yeah, we are going into sunrise, sunset. We are going to use a lot of purples, reddish tones, those warm colors that just make us feel relaxed. Well, I have created here some layers of color dodge, soft light, and screen, and we are going to use them to do the base, heck yeah. So first things first, I want some crazy colors. I gotta use the crazy colors. I need to apply them here if I want them to exist. Oh my, what the freak! We gotta try all the effects. Remember, sometimes you're just not going to enjoy any of the effects that you have. And sometimes the most easiest way and that what you can do is just go here and color balance and start already adjusting to the type of colors that you want. I'm going to do something very good right here. I'm going to do the sun. That means that in the tiger, we are going to have the silhouette stronger because the sun is right there. That your art is missing a little bit of more effects, but you have already added effects, you have already added your layer of color dodge, soft light, screen, but you feel still needs more. It's fine if you need to open another layer of screen. Just name it like screen 2. I do that. I tend to do that, especially on my splash arts style of painting. And it's really good because sometimes you have already used all the capacity of that layer, use another one above it. Sometimes you need more, and you are always discovering the full potential of your art, the full potential of your creations. So keep doing your very best, because you're going to get very, very far away. And in the middle of your art process, you're gonna see that you're gonna have that feeling of like, just changing, you know? You're just gonna change between the modes, like, hey, I know that I'm working right now in screen mode, but I think it would be even better if I just change right now to soft light and start working a little bit. No, right now I'm going a little bit more to color dodge, and it's fine to just be all the time switching between that. Switching, because you're going to find between switching the ones that should work a little bit more, and by that 1% a little bit more, you're gonna do the whole 100%. When you choose the place that is going to come the light from, you're gonna see that sometimes in your sketch you did a place really dark, and in the final art it's going to be totally bright. Let me show you right now what I meant. Here, this place right here was very dark, but in this type of light, it became the most bright place on the tiger. Here, also in the background, it was very without colors. Let's say that it was without colors. It was very meh, and now it's like shining. So I'll be rendering, showing that what you have already seen here. No matter which light you choose, you gotta already have inside of your mind what you want. No matter which one, it can be a crazy light, it can be a normal light, but it needs to be something that you have already choose in the start of your art. Remember that we've got a Patreon and a Gameround. Gameround if you want to get tutorials, and Patreon if you want to support the channel and all the tutorials and free content we give in the community. Okay, since I have already done a good rendering in this process, I'm going to now start rendering my light. Yes, people don't think that their light needs to be more worked on, but it does need to be more worked on. I have done some rendering in the full background, the full tiger and everything, just a simple one, but now it's light time. Light time! And in the middle of that, you're gonna notice, hey, this part right here, maybe it's a little bit too much saturated. Maybe this part here is a little bit too bright. Maybe it's a little bit too dark. And that's the part that you're going to fix each one of those small mistakes. And when you look with the full piece finished, you go like, whoa, now I get what I did wrong. Okay, I fixed this, fixed this, much better. Yeah! Okay guys, I think I found something incredible. In the middle of my process here, while I'm just doing the midday, the nighttime, and the sunrise, I noticed that just by forgetting to turn off a group, it turned it even better to just mix two types of lights. You know, just mixing the dawn with the night, or the midday with night, and all the other ones, it looks incredible. Let me show you right now what happened when I mixed it by mistake, to show you that mistakes help you to get to your point. By mistake, night with dawn. Ooh, this is night with dawn. And imagine if we only did dawn. It was going to be this. It's good, it's very good. But look at this. This looks even more incredible, and this is a magical. So we have done the three main ones, and by doing this fantastic thing that we found here, just mixing night with sunset, we got a beautiful, fantastic light in the middle of that. That's why you always gotta keep trying things, because you're gonna find amazing effects in the middle of your process. Let's talk here about this beautiful thing right here. This is the mixture between the night one and the dawn one. See here? Here, this one's the night, and this one is the dawn. When we pick both, wow! Sometimes we can just try and mix. Oh my! Oh my! This is beautiful! See how many things we can just keep mixing and mixing and mixing and make things even more precious and beautiful, outstanding. We did it 6 times. And if this helped you, because this tutorial took me 2 streams to do it fully, I really did my very best to help you on your art journey. So why not subscribe on this channel to get even more content? I mean my YouTube channel. You want Twitch? Oh, you didn't know about Twitch? Well, you from YouTube, you can get into my Twitch channel to watch on live those streams. And not only that, you can make a question in the chat, tell me your problem about art, and I'll do my very best to help you on that. Heck yeah, community strong! Ow! With the chimps! With the chimps! Thank you very much. I'm GabyT. You're awesome. I'll be seeing you next time.